If I had $1,000,000, that's what I'm going to talk about today. I was brewing my coffee, just chilling, waiting for it to brew so I could come in here and film. I did not buy it, and I was like, what other videos do I want to film today? And I really couldn't think of anything. Then that song, If I Had $1,000,000, popped into my head, and I was like, yes, I'm going to film that video. So, we are going to live in fantasy world for the next few minutes while I decide, again, very spontaneous, didn't super think this through, while I decide what I would do with $1,000,000. So, fantasy world, it's tax-free, or I have $1,000,000 after taxes, whatever, but $1,000,000, okay? So right off the top, I'm going to tithe 10%, so that's $100,000. And I'm going to do that to some very near and dear things to my heart. So number one is going to be the Philadelphia Project. That's who I'm working with this summer. Another one is going to be Amaveo Group. That's who we served with in Costa Rica and worked with in Mexico. And the third one is Maximum Impact Ministry, and that's a ministry that my dad and my friend have started. So, Philadelphia Project works in the Philadelphia area. They do a lot of construction, and they fix up homes for people. They help in local churches, and they facilitate things getting done that need to get done. Veo Group, like I said, we served with them in Costa Rica. That's where we resettled Salvadoran refugees. And in Mexico, they're all over the world. A few places all over the world. In Mexico, they work with a boys' home, Oasis Boys' Home. They work with local village churches and pastors and indigenous groups. So, great place. They're also in Haiti, in Ireland. They have a site in Burkina, but that hasn't been going so much lately. Anyway, other sites too. And then Maximum Impact works with local youth in York County, Pennsylvania, and other equipping. So they equip the youth to go do great things. So that's $100,000. Okay. Then I am going to pay off my and Chandler's student loans, which is going to be about $200,000. I'm not kidding. That's ridiculous. Okay. Then I want to buy a 3-bedroom condo. And let me explain that a little bit. So we want to live in a condo. We want low maintenance. We're okay with an association fee, and I know that this would just buy the condo and we'd still have the association fee. That's okay, because I'm still going to work. $1,000,000 doesn't mean I don't get to work, just makes things easier. So, I want a 3-bedroom condo because I want 1 bedroom so my kids can always feel like they can come back to mom and dad and stay for a while if they wanted to. And I want a 3rd bedroom because eventually, it could be sooner than later if we had a 3-bedroom condo, but we want to either do foster care, like teenagers in foster care, or it's very similar to foster care, but with kids that are international that can't be adopted. They're not free for adoption, but their parents aren't around. So oftentimes their parents were killed, like in their home country, or have since died, whatever. But anyway, they're not free for adoption, but their parents aren't around. So you can raise these children, give them loving homes, without ever adopting them. I don't know how else to explain it. That probably explains that just fine. But anyway, we would really like to do that. Some of the kids are from the border, and they can't be reunited with their parents. Some of them are there for a short time and they can be reunited with their parents. And then other ones can't be reunited with their parents. So anyway, I would love to open my home to that. I just need a home to be able to do that. plus, so that we're at $500,000 already. Okay. I would give my kids each $20,000. I have 3 kids. And I know that's not a lot of money, but I think that it would be enough to buy them a car that will last them through their college years and early career. And it could also maybe pay rent for a year, or a small, like pay closing costs on a house or something like that. I think that would be a nice little nest egg for them to get started. And, you know, if you start off in a better place, it's easier to keep climbing. So I think that would do that for them. And then, and it might end up being more, honestly, it might end up being more, maybe, I don't know, whatever. And then I would go on a vacation of a lifetime. I would probably do part of it with just me and Chandler, and part of it with all 5 of us. So let me think about how much that would cost. I'm going to say, and maybe I'm way off on this, but I'm thinking like we go to Peru and do Machu Picchu. Maybe we hit all five continents. However many continents there are these days. It's 5 oceans now, whatever. So Machu Picchu. I really want to go to Croatia. There's so many places in Africa I want to go. So I don't know, either South Africa or Morocco, Burkina Faso, Ethiopia. Okay, so I don't know. Several places there. So I want to go there. I want to go to Australia. I want to go to Vietnam. And then maybe Alaska. Okay, so how much do we think that's going to cost? We're just staying, let's say we're going to stay like 4 days in each place. Maybe a little longer if we do the whole Machu Picchu experience. So maybe a little longer there. I'm going to say $60,000. Again, it could be way off. I don't know. Then I want to buy into a vacation club. And you can do that. So in Myrtle Beach, we went to those 2 different types of vacation clubs. And they were like, you pay a fee and you own it. And then there's like the maintenance fee. So again, I'm not going to worry about the maintenance fee, especially if I only have an HOA to pay for my housing. So I'm going to say that we're going to spend $50,000 on that. Okay. And then I love my car. 2020 Subaru Legacy. Okay, I love it. But I don't love the color. So I want to paint it. So that's probably $2,000 right there to do a good paint job, I think. I quickly looked into it before. On my bucket list is to own a dark green sedan. So I would paint it very dark green, and I think it would be beautiful. Okay. So I would buy Chandler a car. So I'm going to say $20,000 for that. And then that leaves me with around $300,000. So I'm going to put $100,000 in the bank. Okay. So I have about $200,000 to invest. And I think I know what I'm going to do. I am going to I'm going to put substantial down payments on 2 to 3 rental homes. I want to invest in real estate. And, oh, I forgot something. We want to go on a cruise. Oh, but I think with our vacation club we could do that. Yeah. Okay. So, I didn't even mention Norway in my vacation. Okay. So I would do a vacation home. No. But that's the thing. Okay, so I'd buy 2 to 3 other homes. So that's going to be the remainder, $200,000. So with that $200,000, I am going to put substantial down payments on 2 to 3 houses, condos, whatever, in various places. One, I'm going to do super good research, find out where's the smartest place to do it. Indianapolis would probably be towards the top of that list because it is booming right now. So I'm going to pretend that I'm going to do one there. I might do one in Chicago because I adore Chicago. And I would love to say California, but they're so expensive, so probably not. Anyway, I'm going to say to be determined for that third one. And I'm going to either rent these out, or Airbnb them, which would allow us to go sometimes too. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, what's left in my budget? $8,000. So with $8,000, I am going to do a little shopping. Maybe treat some of my friends to some shopping. And let's say go on a girls' trip and do a bunch of shopping. That's going to be $8,000 right there. Whoa. Forgot the plus sign. Plus $8,000. And we have $1 million. If I had $1 million, that's what I would do. What would you do if you had $1 million? Obviously, this was spontaneous, not super well thought out, except for that I dream about this kind of stuff all the time. Anyway, what would you do with $1 million? I want to know. Tell me in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, we talk a lot about shopping, try to talk about sustainable, ethical consumerism. It's a great place to be. So subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below. Tell me about yourself. I'd love to hear. Have a fantastic day. Bye.